Hello YouTube and welcome back to life here on Empyrion. So what I figured we'd do today was start getting our base coloured in, getting the light set up how we want it, and I will show you where I'm up to with the hangar. The hangar is actually now complete. Okay, so I'm going to set a colour tool off for making. While that's doing that, I'll just quickly show you where we're up to with the hangar. So as you can see, I've completed the actual full hangar now, which was not too hard. This scaffolding system works really well. It makes life so much easier and so faster for doing things. So let's go ahead and get this taken down. In fact, let me... Oh, wrong one. Ooh, audio. I really should remember to do this before starting recording. So there's been no news yet or any word of when we're getting pre-alpha 4. But going off the current timescale, it's not going to be too much longer before we start seeing that surface. And I am looking forward to that, especially the dedicated server support, which is what they said they're focusing on now. Well, not per se the dedicated server, the multiplayer, where you can actually start having people in space. You don't have to all be occupying the same rift in time, if you will. So as it is at the moment, you can't, if there's multiple people on your game, all of you have to be in the same location. So if there were 4 of you, 2 of you couldn't be in space, one on a different planet and one on this planet. It would actually kill you to actually join the host. So whoever's hosting it will be the primary. So I'm looking forward to that. That'll bring a whole new angle to the game. There we go. So that'll be a good feature. Whether we see, they did mention dedicated servers in the patch notes when they did the last major patch, and that's what they were focusing on. So whether we actually get to see dedicated server this time round or they just expand the multiplayer, we don't know yet. Nothing's been said, or nothing that I've found anyway has been said. So there we go. So that's the hangar. And what I think I will do is I'll make walkways this side and that side. So we'll have a bit of an engineering room and living quarters that side. Maybe a tunnel that'll go all the way underneath. So let's just go and see if our colour tool is done. So we did already move the gun on top of there. Now what I'm thinking, once this room or this building here is no longer needed because all this is now moved inside, changing this to like a control tower. And there's our colour tool. What this colour tool allows you to do is actually colour blocks. Not all blocks can be coloured. And I think we should have one more, which is green. Yeah. Okay, so we've got blue, black, white, red, yellow, and green is the only colours you can do at this time. And it's easy enough to actually colour a block. All you do is make sure you've got your colour tool selected, and then click a block, and you just keep clicking on the same block to rotate the different colours. Now once you've found the colour that you want, in order to keep using that colour, you've got to hold the shift key down, which is kind of a pain because you will lose stamina and you get to hear that stupid heartbeat constantly. And then all you do is you just keep walking. Now when you colour a block, it will colour all quadrants of the block, so on top, left, back, front, up, down, and there you go. There's that stupid heartbeat. And it's just a case of we just need to walk around and colour the blocks we want colouring. There we go. So that's that bit done. And as you can see, it is riveting stuff doing your colouring. So I'm not going to do the whole base with this colour tool, because pretty much once you've seen it once, it's pretty much a given that that's all you do. You just carry on doing that. Okay, and I think we'll do them red, like so. Now you can colour blocks that have objects on them if you can see any part of the block, which does make it a bit easier. You're not having to destroy anything just to get blocks down. There we go. And of course we've no stamina, so we can't run back and forward. Yellow, green, there we go. So just a little bit more, and then doors you can't colour. Obviously the glass you can't colour neither. Thrusters on ships is another item you can't colour. Trying to think what else. All I'm doing is holding my shift key down and then just pointing it in front of me. It does take some time, but it is worth doing. It does add more, or I feel it does add more to your creations to have it coloured. I'm not bothered doing that. Oh, don't need to do that. There we go. Do that. And I've just chose green. If you guys think about a colour scheme, please leave a comment below, and we'll I'll take the time on repainting the blooming thing. Like I say, it can take a while. But the results do make it worth it. I'm not going to do that because I can do that from this side. Just colour in what I can. That's going to be it. Now the other problem you have is with the colouring, like I was saying, it colours all the different blocks. So if you wanted, say, inside your base a different colour, you would have to have two lots of blocks in order to get that colour effect on multiple sides. Now I'd like to see them change that. I don't know whether that would be possible in how they've got things laid out, but it definitely would make a huge difference, I think. Especially when you're building, you're not having to build double walls just so you can get a different colour scheme. And yes, you can walk on the glass and it doesn't break. The wonders of modern engineering. Okay, so you got a general rough idea of how we're going to do the colour in. Now, what we're going to want to do is yellow. Is we want a flight path marker to come in. If I hold down the right key, things would go a lot easier. Now, what I'm going to do is just colour them in. And then that way you get your marker. So I'm going to miss one, 1, 2, 3, miss one, 1, 2, 3, miss one. That actually works out. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, miss one. 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 Now, the reason I wanted to miss them is I actually made some of these flare lights. Now, it'd be awesome if we had like a beacon light that you could put down where it would flash instead of having these types. So I'm just going to put a beacon down like so. And of course they're bright. So we're going to change the color of the lights, which we can do as well. And the easiest way that I've found is you've two choices. You can either go in here and then make all your changes, but if you've got lots of different lights, it's a pain in the backside to work out which one it is. So if you move your cursor over the one that you want to change and press P, it will automatically select it in the control unit of which one you've just changed. And I think we'll change them green. So they're not quite as bright. And we'll have these red. So red's nowhere near as bright. Still gives off a good amount of light. But then as you're flying in at night, you can see this area a lot better. And I may change these from green to a different colour. I haven't played around too much with the colours of what looks better at distance. And the other question is, do we need that many lights? And I want to say no. And we'll do these red. That wants to be red. That wants to be red. Mainly because you don't want it too bright as you come down here. You get a lot less colour doing it this way. Here we go. Alrighty. So you can see the difference already. The overhead lights I'm not going to worry about just too much yet, and I may change them because they seem still bright. Okay, so the other thing I want to start working on is, now we've got that well established, I'm going to put our helmet on, is our underwater struts. I think that'll do. Yeah, I'll dig that down a little bit. I'll show you what I mean by that in a moment. So we get an effect like that. So a concrete block and then our uprights above it. But what I don't want come on. Right, see if that lets us do it. No, of course not. That'd be too simple. See if we can just move back a little bit. See if that helps. Yes. So we get a look like that. So it looks like it's been concreted into the ground, and then our struts are on top. Then it's a case of we just go around and put our blocks in. Okay, it's definitely working, but for some reason it's not allowing me to do that. I wonder why it's not allowing me to. Can I use the. Oh, I don't have the leveling one. Alright, let's ignore that for a minute. I think that's a good spot. Oh, the joys of what you try and do just to be creative. Oh, you. Okay, we need to get some food in a moment. Right, so one. You only need one. I hate that he does that. 7. Like so. Then that way it looks like it's just not suspended in the middle of the air. Again, this is just pleasing to the eye. You don't have to do this. There's no I can't think of the word. Integrity at the moment. So you can have suspension block or block suspended in midair where it doesn't seem to make sense without any issues. So this is purely cosmetic looks. Right, I'll come back to that one. And I think that'll do there. Need to be a bit quick now. And we also need to get some lights on underneath as well. So there we go, guys. So what I'll do off camera is I'll carry on finishing the painting and get it all finished in the colour. We'll get our landing strip further down. We'll get this all painted. But that's pretty much phase 2 of the base complete. We've got our hangar fully working now. We have our outdoor farm. Once we got our utility rooms within the hangar, we can get rid of that, and I think we'll make a control tower. So our next episode will be us heading back into space, I think, and we'll get some more work done on our capital vessel. And I've already got some ideas of how to slightly change that. I'm going to take the guns off the top. I think at the front maybe we'll just have one or a couple of machine turrets, and then have another level on top. I'm unsure exactly how I want to do it. I've just got an idea that I do want to have 2 levels on that front bit, and then we can start working on the mid section of the ship. We'll claim that as wrong way around. We'll claim that as our front section of ship, and then we'll start working on the mid section and get some plane hangars in there for our ships. So if you got any suggestions, guys, I'm going to call it here. Throw them down in the comment section. Don't forget to hit that like button. It does help quite a lot. Slowly starting to get the videos a little bit more popular. And as always, guys, take care, be safe, most importantly, have fun.